Right, so I'm sure a lot of you are looking at the title right now and going, alright, what could this possibly be? What kind of weird hoax has he come up with to just get views? Honestly, I don't know what this is, and I'm making this video because I genuinely want to know what this could possibly be, because maybe the community has more answers than I could find myself, which, as unlikely as that is, and I'll explain why, who knows. The Steam community, Team Fortress 2 community, all that, they can be really amazing sometimes, and they might have a good answer for this. But as it is, I am confused as heck, and I have no explanation for this. So let me explain what it is I'm talking about. So it's Scream Fortress, and I'm recording some videos for, well, what else? Scream Fortress videos. I was initially going to do 3 of them, 1 on each new map, and I had been in the middle of recording the one for Payload 5th Curve Event, which is not the title of the map, but that's what it is in the game files. What is it called? Brimstone. I'm on Brimstone. So we had just won a great game of defense, and we started attacking. Now, I'd never been in the attacking spawn room, so I'm looking around a bit, and I noticed this heavy poster, and I point it out, and it's like, oh, hey, look at this heavy. It's like a skeleton heavy. And while I take a moment of silence to look over the picture, I do not hear this as I'm recording it, but in editing, it comes through almost clear as a bell, and I should have heard this. There's a voice that comes through. Sounds like some German guy on a 40s radio. I'll let you review the unedited clip right here, and see what you think. See if you can hear it. No. That's the only way I'm ever gonna get kills on this terrible gun. Okay, we are attacking now. Hey, look at this heavy.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Alright, if you didn't hear it, I'm going to amplify it now, increase the volume, and try to isolate it so you can actually hear what he's saying. Okay, we are attacking now. Hey, look at this heavy.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
So there you have it, there's a voice coming through, and despite me having my Team Fortress 2 volume low so my microphone volume can actually come through when I do recordings, when I'm actually listening to the game on like my stereo system, I have the volume pretty high, because that's helpful as heck to hear a spy right behind you, or, you know, just anything that you might not notice while the volume's down low, because I don't like playing games on low volume, I just record them at low volume. It's definitely loud enough that I should have heard it, and it seems to be much louder than my voice receive volume is allowing, because there were a lot of people talking being annoying, so I just turned the voice receive volume way down for this video, but no, it's coming through louder than it should. So I look at the footage and I'm like, alright, who said that? Because that's weird. And there's no chat box. There's nothing. Nothing pops up. So I'm confused here. I'm like, okay, so it's not coming from someone on the server, maybe it's a map trigger. Maybe it's something weird that they put in there. Like the map creator stuck in a cheeky little thing to make people talk about it, be like, oh wait, what was that? I don't know. So before I tried to investigate the origin of this, I wanted to determine exactly what it was saying. So I tried to translate it into German, and I didn't get any results. Honestly, it sounds to me like some German guy speaking in English. Now I'm going to let you listen to the clip where I have digitally removed the background noise and amplified the voice itself. So let me know what you think this guy's saying in the comments below.
As you are. As you are. As you are.
Right, so I'm not sure what it was that you heard, but to me, it sounds like you're a ghost as you are. I have no idea what that could possibly be. I thought, okay, maybe it's something the map creator snuck in there. So I like Google search this quote, or if it's like a song lyric or something like that, and to my surprise, there are no results on this. I couldn't find a single thing. So I'm like, alright, well, next logical step is to restart the map and see if it triggers again. So I open it up in Gary's mod, and Gary's mod crashes. Apparently Gary's mod can't run 5th Curve Event. Alright, well, that's no big deal. I'll just open it up in Team Fortress 2 and host it on a private server. That might be better anyway, because maybe it's a time trigger event, and not a vicinity or actually hitting something. So I do my best to recreate exactly what I did in the video. I go around, I hit everything, I try to figure out what could possibly trigger this. I spend a good while on it, and I never got the voice to come through. So now I'm even more confused. So I go into Team Fortress 2's files and see if there are any new sound files that were downloaded that would match something like this. And first of all, it is a pain in the butt to look at Team Fortress 2's sound files if you've never done something like that before. But to my surprise, it's not in there. I couldn't find anything. So now I'm even more confused. It's like, okay, well... So I'm like, well, maybe it's actually tied into the sound of the map. So I'm at a roadblock here. I won't know if this is something that's actually part of the map unless I actually talk to the map creator themselves. So that's exactly what I did. I tracked down the person who created 5th Curve and 5th Curve Event, which was added to the Scream Fortress rotation. I got in contact with them, added them to my friends list, and asked them some questions. So I go on the profile and ask them some questions about it. Ask them if they know anything about something that sounds like an old radio broadcast of a German man saying something. And they actually responded on my profile with this. Hello, what you describe as a German sound in Brimstone is not to my knowledge part of the map. There are no custom sounds in the map at all. Well, that is confusing. So this is the map creator herself, or himself, honestly kind of hard to tell on Steam. I think it's her. Just straight up saying, yeah, there's no custom sounds in that map. So I don't know what that is. So where I'm going to go from here is I'm going to publish this video, let them take a look at it, and see what they think about it. Because this is one heck of a roadblock. This is the creator of the map saying, oh, there's no custom sounds in that. I don't know what that could be. Right, so then I thought, oh, well, you know, maybe it's a HUD glitch. That happens sometimes. I know specifically how my HUD glitches out. It's Toon HUD, by the way. For everyone who keeps asking on every video I ever publish. It's Toon HUD. Also, the crosshair is not a part of Toon HUD, just so you know. It's something I actually made myself and kind of hacked into Toon HUD. So, anyway, I reviewed the footage to see if my HUD is glitching out at all. I know the very specific signs that my HUD is glitching out and not showing things that it should. So, what does my HUD need to do for the chat box to be coming up missing? Well, that would mean that my HUD is not showing any little pop-up things on the screen itself, such as a kill feed, which you can see up in the top right corner. It shouldn't be showing up names popping up when there's chat, obviously. There should not be hit sounds whatsoever. And if my HUD is glitching out, all of my hit sounds and things that should be popping up will all come out at once randomly. And the last telltale sign, which is pretty significant, is that my crosshair will glitch out. Because my crosshair changes colors from green to red when you hit something. Now, if my crosshair gets stuck on red, that's just a respawn glitch. That's nothing to do with the HUD breaking. In fact, it'll fix itself the second you shoot something else again. It rarely happens, but it does. But no, if my HUD is broken to the point where it can't show things like that, then my crosshair will not appear green or red, it will be yellow. I think the reason for this is because it changes colors in a millisecond, but it's a fade. So it fades from green to red. And what's in the middle of green and red is kind of like yellow and orange, isn't it? Kind of like this weird yellowish orange, honestly. So my crosshair should look like that, and be stuck like that, if my HUD is glitching out and not showing voices coming through. Which is strange because if you go and watch the rest of this video, which by the way, I am going to publish the video that this clip is from right after this one in a few days. So subscribe for more and check that out if you actually want to see the full video this came from. But throughout the video, you can see people trying to chat. Of course, I have the voice volume way down, as I said earlier. But as they say things, their boxes are coming up and it's like, oh, that works. Not having any problems with that. And the fact that the voice receive volume is so low to the point where you can't even hear it, and the fact that this voice, while not as loud as mine, is coming out as loud as it is really confusing. So what we have to go on here is, it's not in the game files, it's not a map trigger, no one was talking as it's not a glitch of my HUD. So where did this voice come from? If it's not coming from Team Fortress 2, the only explanation is, it came from my microphone. Now, it coming through my microphone would actually tie in very well with me not hearing it initially in the game, because my microphone is recorded directly to the audio of Team Fortress 2, so I do not hear a digital version of my voice live. I only hear my digital voice after I've already done recording it. In fact, that's actually screwed me over in the past when my microphone's having a glitch, and I do not know because I cannot hear it until after the recording is done. That is a disaster, dude. So it seems like, alright, well, it came from my microphone. Is there anything here that could have possibly made that noise? No. No. I've been sitting on the couch sick, and I've had nothing on except for my computer. And I didn't have anything else open while I was recording Team Fortress 2. I never do, because it helps the frame rate if I don't have any additional windows open. But to be absolutely sure, I even went back and checked that old record console I have in the back of my living room, because that would tie in well, wouldn't it, with the audio quality? It's completely off. In fact, It's not just turned off, it has no power going to it whatsoever. So that can't be it either. So, guys, let me know what you think of this whole weird situation in the comments below. But if it's coming from my microphone, what's that mean? Does that mean that there's a ghost in the apartment? Is there actually like a ghost that came up to the microphone and said something randomly and then just left? Is my apartment haunted? Well, I mean, listen to what he's saying. You're a ghost as you are. Obviously, my apartment's haunted. 'Cause I'm a ghost! Thanks for watching, everybody! I'm confused as heck!
In the booth as you are.